I'm running out of options here. I know I'm obviously doing something wrong here. This is a 4350 Motorcraft. Loved by very few, hated by many. Took it apart last night, put it back on the truck, and it wouldn't start. I just poured gas and the carburetor would fire for a few seconds, wouldn't start. So came out here first thing this morning, took it back off the truck. I remember my dad had a old kit. I don't know if this is the one he had from years ago, because he had this carburetor on a 78 or 9. I think it was an F250. So I did see where he had some old parts in here, but it was a couple unused parts. So can't remember exactly where they're at here on the sheet, but it's like the primary and secondary fuel inlet. Basically, like the fuel comes in here. This is like a Wix type filter. The fuel line hooks up here, it comes in here. Oddly enough, there's like a secondary and then a primary, and then the floats are right there. Maybe if I can find it over here, I can figure out what it is here. 48. No, that's a jet. That ain't it. But anyway, just now, first thing this morning, I took it apart, changed a couple pieces, put it back together, and it started. And after priming it and everything, and it ran all right. And then I happened to walk back and look under the hood, and there was a lot of fuel around the carburetor, so I cut it off. Wasn't sure where it was leaking from, just shut it down real quick before the truck caught on fire. So took it back off the truck, pulled it apart, realized the spring, this one of these guys here, I noticed that when my buddy put the carburetor back together, that this piece here is supposed to be wrapped inside of the spring. I wish I could figure out what that is called, just so you know. But it's supposed to actuate the secondaries. It's supposed to be spring loaded. There was no spring in it that goes down to this through here, and then it's got the little piece on the bottom, this guy here. So I got that all together like it should be. So now it's actually spring actuated. Before, if you just pushed it open, it would stay open because there was no spring there. But decided to, since I had a leak, I took one of the new filters that he had left in here, decided to put the old one back on and put it back together. And now not only does it not want to start, but I had fuel everywhere again. So I decided to clean the fuel up and then kind of stand outside the truck while I pedaled the gas and turned the key, and it was actually shooting out of the vent holes. So I'm going to take this thing apart again, but I'm kind of at a loss here as to what I could have possibly done to make that happen. So it doesn't sound like I got a fuel issue coming in now. And what I ended up doing, this is those pieces I'm talking about. This is the secondary that comes in. It has actually that piece right there, and it's supposed to be some situation where if you need fuel, this gets pushed down by something, and then it allows more fuel to drop in. And then here's the primary one, and it has this kind of a needle here that drops in it, like so, somewhere like it. I won't bore you with the details, but it does go in there somehow. But anyway, my dad had a couple extra ones brand new, so I did replace those, and just for kicks, because that's where I was having issues where it didn't seem like fuel was getting inside. So definitely getting fuel in there now. So if anybody's got any suggestions, the only thing that's really concerning me is when I pull this apart. I don't know if you're not going to be able to see because I don't have enough pieces apart yet, but the floats, I'm assuming, are supposed to kind of rest down in there, and then like rest down like this. There's like two of them, and as fuel fills up in the bowl, they rise up, and then eventually I guess it stops fuel from coming in when it gets to that point, so it doesn't overflow. Almost sounds like that's not happening. So I don't know, at this point I'm a little confused. I'm out of time right now. I've got to go run for a few hours somewhere, so I guess I'll fool with this one to get home, and I've actually inhaled enough gas today to kill a small child, so I need a break anyway. So that's that. Thanks, guys.